Okay, I think you can hear me, hopefully this mic's working. I've set up a few cameras. This is a response to making a list of the kit that I use, that I talked about last week. I'm just going to go a few things rather than writing them down. I thought I'd show you. So this is the first video I've made, so forgive me. I'll just talk you through some of the things that I use. Okay, these are some ellipse guides. I don't always use the ellipse guides, but they're useful just for straightening up hand-drawn ellipses, and you can use the edge as a ruler. These are, what are they? Different degrees circles, so there's some ellipse guides. Pretty straightforward. Bought these on eBay. Again, these are ellipse guides. We've got 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 25 degrees. So just a variety of ellipse guides there. I don't use them a lot, but I just like to have them around. I found them useful. Again, some triangles there, some mechanical shapes. So, there's some kind of kit that I like to have in my bag. There's circles, useful. What else have I got? Of course, masking tape, good for masking up areas when using charcoal. You can also use it for, sticking your paper down. Really good. Have masking tape. Have lots of masking tape. Let's have a look what we're going to need. Some charcoal pencils. It's a Conte charcoal. This particular charcoal is nitrum charcoal. Comes in different weights, 2B, 3B. Really good. The thing about this, it's like vine charcoal, is that you can get a point on it. So you can sharpen that down to a point, and the way you would do that, as discussed, I would use this sandpaper. Get some sandpaper in your bag. It's a lovely point. So that's always good to have. Again, I've got these long tapered pencils, very good, and this is the Conte Pierre Noir B. You can get B, 2B, HB. HB is good. 1710, so this is the one that you might use. Very good for use on newsprint. So there's a 1710 you might use. Putty rubber, scalpel, little sharpener, bit of a razor blade shoved into the end of a piece of plastic. Quite nice for sharpening edges, sharpening points. Few things in there, handy. Some pencils. Proportional dividers, my favourite object. So obviously use those for proportion drawing, which I'll show you on Tuesday. And I did have another version as well that I'd like to. There's the wooden version here. Again, proportional dividers, very useful for measuring things, getting things in proportion. So, but I'll show you that on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll give you all a pair of these. I have some French curves. So these are French curves, like arranging them. Very handy, you can just use parts of the curve, inside curves. Very handy once you may have drawn some curves with straight lines just to make it easy. These just line up and you can put the line in. So these are nice, handy. I've always found those handy. Don't use them a lot, but nice to be there. Again, these little triangles, very handy for 90 degrees. I think this is, I don't know if this is what degrees is that? I don't think it's quite 45, but your 90 degrees there, good for making straight edges and getting your angles right. Okay, so very good for mapping out images. you know, vertical, horizontal. More French curves. Box of these pencils. So, you know, always keep some in supply, get them off the internet. Little sanguine, that's nice if you're doing any figure drawing. I like to keep one of those there. Plumb line. Use the plumb line sideways. Hang it down like that. Always good for catching verticals. So that's a nice easy piece of kit. You can just use a bit of string with a weight on it. Little drafting pen. Drop ink into that. Make some nice lines. Super fine. Always nice to have around. And a sanguine pencil. Little pencil extender. Good. Put pencil in there. Good for putting down large bits of tone, and if you've got a nice pencil you particularly like, this is good for keeping a lid on it. A couple of coloured pencils. Quite like to have coloured pencils around. As you can see, just for marking things off. Don't need to see that. That's not good to you. Some little coal pick markers. Nice to work with. This is a white chalk. Fine liner pen, nice to work with the coal picks. Pencil, 2B, your standard graphite pencil. There's another little paper stump, very handy for smoothing out edges and working with graphite. So it just keeps the oil off the graphite. So some of them, you can make your own. This is a silicone blender. Don't really like it, but it's alright for moving paint around. That's a charcoal pencil, slightly different. So it's like compressed charcoal, nice to use. Good for underdrawing on paintings. Some ink, some drawing ink, extendable rubber. That's a putty rubber case, there's not one in it at the moment. Putty rubbers, really useful for shaping and using to pick up charcoal or graphite. Little makeup brush, just for smoothing down graphite. Oh, there's another set proportional dividers, plastic. Can't find my mechanical pencils, I think I've left those at college. Again, little pencil holder that I made just out of a bit of bamboo, quite nice to use. Get it in the palm of your hand, use the pencil quite differently. Again, another little sharpener, this little scalpel blade in 2 bits of cardboard, handy, sharpening pencils. Pair of scissors, always handy, cutting paper. Pestle and mortar, I use that to grind up charcoal. That's handy. We've got some charcoal here. No, it's nice. You get your brush in, put it on your paper. Little grayscale. This is useful. We'll talk about grayscale a bit later, because it's something you need to get your head around. It's very good for painting and assessing value. So I use this. The holes are so I can see what's behind the grayscale and match it against the grayscale. Okay, so this is good, and we'll talk about this. If I do use a rubber, I know there's a rubber missing on here. I'll try and find some. I'll add that to it. Get yourself a rubber, good rubber, plastic rubber or a putty rubber. And this brush, just nice for brushing off paper rather than smudging it with your fingers after you've been rubbing things out. That's a few things. That's usually most of my stuff that I used to work with to draw. Probably a bigger range of pencils, like graphite pencils I'd probably use. 2B, HB, depending on the kind of lines that you want to use. But try and get yourself a good selection, but don't go mad. You don't need these tins of 100 pencils. That's it for me really. Different types of paper, maybe I'll talk about that in might make another one of these videos if this goes down well. But that's it, that's just some of the stuff I use. Handy, maybe you'll find it handy as well. Alright, I'll see you in the next session. I'll let you know about this video, hopefully it'll be useful to you, and maybe I'll make another. Alright, thanks, bye.